Hey guys, what's going on? The whole Peakers Advantage crew is here, and we are bringing you a brand new show that we're doing called Return Fire, where we're going to read your questions and your comments on the videos that we've done the past podcast, and pretty much just talk shit. Pretty much just talk shit about you. Pretty much how it's going to go. And it's just going to be fun for everybody, especially us, because we see a lot of comments. Most of the time, majority of the time, they're real nice comments, but sometimes you guys get a little wild, and so this is just going to be us, just pretty much poking you back. It's going to be fun. But we have the first question here, and it's exactly what we want to see. Yo, you got a Patreon yet? Yeah, we do. We have a Patreon. Patreon.com/PeakersAdvantage, and you can go and support the channel and everything we do here to help us keep going, help us to keep making content. And yeah, we would really appreciate if you guys want to go support the channel. You can go do it over there. If not, just subscribe to the YouTube channel. That's good enough for me. Just keep watching the content. That's really all there is to it. Okay, so now getting into the real questions here. We have this first comment on the podcast we did with DK. Wiseman B says, "Love the podcast. Feel like yous could have asked DK so much more though. Please bring him back for a more focused conversation." DK then responded to it as well and said they didn't want it to feel just like an interview, but I'd always come back in the future if they ask. Hope that helps. Yeah, so when we do these podcasts with these guests, we definitely want to ask them questions that are sort of based around their career, but we also don't want it to feel like we're interviewing them, because we're not interviewers. We're not here to interview people. We're just all CS people who just want to talk about the game and talk about shit going on. We're not interviewers, so we don't want to be actually interviewing the people that come on the show.
Yeah, we'll prepare some questions, but it's not like it should feel like that, because an hour and a half of just berating him with questions is not going to be a comfortable environment.
Yeah, it's just not really the vibe of our show. It's just not when we first came up with the idea of the show way back when, that's not how I wanted it to be done. That's not how I envisioned it. It's more just people who like CS, who love CS, people who are in the CS scene, and we're just getting on and we're just shooting the shit and talking about the game and talking about stuff going on. And it's just more of a fun vibe, not an interview, not a serious vibe. I think that's so I do appreciate that comment. I know you're trying to be constructive, and I respect your opinion, but it's just not how we want to do things on the show. All right. Next comment. Someone tell Corey it's way too late in the game to still be calling him Cage or Bye.
I mean, that's not the first thing I'll mispronounce. It won't be the last.
So listen, guys. Listen, Corey does this thing where he sees a word and it's a made-up word, because Cage or Bye, I don't think that's a real word. Maybe it's a Danish word, but in English it's definitely not a real word. And how he imagines it sounding in his head, that's how he keeps saying it now. That's how he says it. Even if you correct him on it, in his head, it's still that forever. Like, it didn't matter. We were playing with Fates on a team for like a month, and he still kept calling him Fetch.
Or Fate. I think it's a better name Fetch. Anyways, but
you're not wrong. You're not wrong. I'm just saying. And he was
easier to say, man. Like,
yeah. And he was like getting upset, like it's Fates. And Corey's like, look, man,
but I'm also calling strats though, so it's like,
no, I know, yeah.
Trying to like just be like, Fetch, go here, like.
Yeah. It was just like, I can't help it, man. It's in my head. I'm just say it quick now. This is just how it is. Like,
I wasn't like purposely trying to be like a dick.
Yeah. So he's just gonna say Cage or Bye. That's just how it is. That's just what's gonna happen. You're T. James Norton. You're probably just gonna have to deal with that, big guy. That's probably what's gonna happen. And this is one. So the next comment by Greenblatt Sam. This is responding to a video I did showing B smokes on Vertigo. You need to play with a standard view model to show the lineups for most people. Not one lineup used a single view model lineup whatsoever. They were all just like you put your crosshair here, throw the grenade. There was not a single view model lineup. You're a fucking idiot.
You know that one thumbs up is just himself also.
Dude, I know. He thumbs it up himself. Yeah.
Like, no one else actually needed that at all. Like,
it's like you need to play with the standard view model. It's like, why? Why? I didn't show a view model lineup, so no, I don't. The next one, this is mostly directed to Alex. And this is only 4 out of probably 20 30 comments directed at Alex.
I stopped clicking that video, actually. I couldn't handle this, but
from Adam FXG, Astralis didn't win Energy. Energy went 3-0 in the Legends. What do you mean? Dynamo, did the bottom dude even watch the major? My man saying Astralis beat Energy, while Energy went 3-0 and won in BO3 against Astralis 2-0. Then he says Crazy beat Astralis when they lost to them 1-2. Shake my head. All right, we're not going to read the next two. Those should be up on the screen. You can read them. Alex, what happened?
All right, the major is the worst time for me possible, okay? Because I'm in Hawaii, so it's starting at midnight and ends at like 9 a.m. for me. So I destroy my sleep schedule to try to like watch it and make content. And we were making content like an hour after, so like I kind of like just like close my eyes briefly, wake up, and it's like okay. Then I look at the Wikipedia charts, and the way the Wikipedia charts are just saying like who wins, it's like green and red, and I just mixed up the colors in my head when we were doing that video. So all my logic was there, except for the results. It was fucked. It was fucked. Honestly, it's just
So
like
everything was just backwards.
everything was just backwards. I just got those all wrong. But I mean, I'm like trying to stay up to watch these matchups. So like that's like my. I don't come up with excuses usually for things like this. But man, I'm staying up super late for a lot of these, or I'm just like pulling all nighters or something like that, and it's just like I'll sleep an hour and just like try to bang out a video or something.
Yeah.
Next time,
So
next time I'll have some notes myself, and
so
we'll try to
that
read a Wikipedia chart.
that was a rough go for Alex. But the worst part is I had been doing no majors club like all day, every day at that point too. So I had watched every single game, but like you're just sitting there for so long. Like after each game, you almost like forget about the last game and just go into the next game. Like and you're just so like drained. So by the time we did that, I didn't even notice that you were saying things wrong. Like I couldn't even correct you
Yeah,
on
I'm
it.
surprised you didn't
I was
correct
just
me on
like,
some of these things
dude, when
too.
you were saying those things, I was just like, okay, sure, yeah, that makes sense. All right, Alex knows what he's talking about. Sure.
Yeah, I think
Like I was like, dude, we were both in like fucking. We were just like in cruise control, just going along. Like,
yeah, I'm
it
just
was
zonked out of my
not good.
mind sometimes
Yeah,
when I just have to when I'm just waking up early. Like for today's BO3s too, I'm just like trying to get up for them and then just like, all right, I can take a 30-minute nap now. Let's bang this out or something.
yeah,
Yeah, don't
yeah.
let it happen again.
Yeah. Yeah, you'll have to deal with Cujo if this happens again. He'll fire your
Hey,
ass.
Cujo was on there too. Cujo was totally there also.
Was he in that video too?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my god, he was. Oh my god. Oh my god, dude,
You guys
we're
just trust me
awful.
too much, I
Dude, it's
think.
true. No, I think that's true. Yeah. Fuck. All right. Anyways, and then the next one from Carlo Coco. Is this a joke? Sorry, one sec. Let me repeat. Is this a joke? Exclamation mark! Exclamation mark! Exclamation mark! Exclamation mark! Exclamation mark! Exclamation mark! No, it's not. Okay,
There are
next.
You'll
some
know when it's a
jokes.
joke.
Yeah. You'll know when it's a joke. All right, next one from Shogun with a 0. If his skill declines, he's going to not be as good. Semphis 2019. Do you stand by this statement, Corey?
Well, it's just quote mining. It's taken out of context. I said it in the context of his play style, like where he peeks at everyone and goes for a lot of duels. So if the skill declines, then you won't be as good as someone that plays passive and smart. If their skill declines and you use your brain to kill people, it's less of an issue, right? Which I literally explained. So did you just turn the video off like right after you heard that? You just clicked off? Like I don't
It
get
is
it.
Shogun with a 0. So
I just don't know, man. It's like either it's on purpose, like they're just like, or
28
they're
thumbs
dumb.
up. 28
Or they're,
thumbs up on
I
that comment.
know, but I know the same people that thought James wasn't the best, but he is. So
Yeah. No, James is the best. Yeah. As we're recording this, Avangard just beat Vitality to make it to the semifinals to play Renegade. So James number 1. Corey's been saying it for years.
Best
James
hopper
number 1.
world.
Yeah. And
C9 was
okay.
like looking for an opera, and I was like, "You guys heard about this guy named James?" They just laughed at me. Could have got him. Get the
All right.
Raiders right now in the semifinals, but
Okay, last comment. This one's directed at our producer, Darian. Actually, the ugliest overlay of all time from Aku. Darian, what do you think about that? How do you feel?
Well, at least I'm not rocking a Beavis and Butthead image like it's fucking 1998. What is this guy doing? What's he doing with his life? Where's his overlay? I'd like to see it. Send it to me. Yeah, you got my email. You got my Twitter. Hit me up. No, if they have some problems with it, I don't mind changing it, but I need more than what this guy put.
Yeah, try to be, if you have criticisms of the overlay or anything, try to be a little bit more specific, Aku. If you want to make an overlay and send it to us, if it's good, we'll use it. I've done this in the past where people just like made that's how we found our original graphics designer. He just like remade all of our graphics and we're like, hey, I think these are better than what you have, and we were like, oh shit, yeah, we'll use these instead. So you can have valid criticisms. You can make one yourself and send it over if you think you could do better. No
Yeah.
problems here.
Hey, I don't have any pride associated with this shit, man. I get paid either way. So you send it my way, whatever. Just I'll take it. I'll put it on. So let's work for me.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's all the comments we're answering today. Don't forget, we're actually recording an episode right after this with a new guest that'll be up on Saturday, of course. Again, don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel, follow us on Twitter, and go check out the Patreon. Again, patreon.com/speakersadvantage. Be awesome. Anybody who wants to go over there and support us, we'd really appreciate it. Help everyone get paid so Corey can stop getting hurt. Like, listen to him.
Yep.
Listen to him.
Just
guys.
2 weeks.
He's hurt. We need
Man's
support.
in pain.
Man's in pain. All right, so yep, that'll be it for this. The first episode of Return Fire. This will be a thing that we do. This should be going up today. We had to delay it and push it back to Thursday, but normally this show will be going up every Wednesday, responding to the comments from the previous week's show. So this will be going up every Wednesday. Return Fire. Thanks everybody for watching, and we'll see you in the podcast on Saturday when you guys get to see it. Unless you are a $10 patron, in which case you get to see it on Friday. So don't forget that. All right, sweet. Don't forget to subscribe. Peace.